to, to, to relate on to things, for us to talk, to speak, for us to share ideas and know what is happening in our world. Well, it's been a beautiful day. At times I wonder the country we live in, man. It's just at times I say it's a shame to see what is happening. It's a big shame. I talk about Nigeria. At times people do. It's just a wonder. It's just a wonder. I don't know what is happening in Nigeria because it's just a pity, really, man. It's just a pity that to see what's happening in Nigeria it's so painful, you know. You see politicians just doing their own things. They don't care. They are just doing their own thing. They believe they're above the law. They just believe they're above the law. It's painful, really, to see what's happening in Nigeria. It's so painful. Uh, every time you wake up, you see just drama everywhere, drama everywhere. As bunch of unserious people. The Nigeria National Assembly are supposed to be, supposed to be checkmating the executives. I don't know what's just wrong with them. How did we how did we get so far? How did we get to this point? They've lost their reason of being National Assembly. This is not just about APC. This APC, PDP, Labour Party, those people that were present today in the National Assembly, I don't know what to call them, really, man. It's a disgrace and it's a shame, a big shame. It's just a big shame for what they did. They have ridiculed Nigeria national anthem. They have ridiculed Nigeria people. They have ridiculed the Nigerian nation. And the so-called president was there. Tinubu was there. Look, I don't really know what is happening in Nigeria, man. Everyone has been bastardized. The judiciary has been bastardized. Everyone has been bastardized. The system has been bastardized. People are just doing their own as they like. Who will save this country, man? Who will save this country? It's just a pity and it's so painful, really, man, to see what is happening. It's just a pity. And it's so painful. It's so painful. Yeah, man, they've changed the Nigeria term now right now to their own nonsense, selfish and interests. I don't know if Nigeria is they're not bureaus. I don't know. I don't just know. It's a pity, and we should all wake up. We should all rise up, man. We should not be quiet. We should not just be quiet. Those people in the National Assembly, be you the party, APC, PDP, I don't care. I don't really care right now because it's like a disgrace. You guys are just a fucking disgrace, man. Are just a fucking disgrace. I don't. Look, you guys who have said there to check and balance and to fight for the people, to talk for the people, to speak for the people. I don't know why Nigeria is just like this. I don't get it. I don't know why Nigeria is like this. It's so painful, it's shameful. And God, what do I say? What do I say, man? What do I say? It's a pity. It's just a pity. It's just a pity that we we are in this that we are where we are right now. It's just a pity. It's just a pity. But we need to save our country. We really need to save our country. We need to change this stuff. We need to change the system. We really need to make things happen. Man, we have to wake up right now, man, because as I saw this today, we're talking of many things. Man, I will play the video. They ridiculed the national anthem. They ridiculed it. They've ridiculed it. They've ridiculed it. Hmm. At times I wonder if we are still, if Nigeria is still, if the leaders how do I put it now? Again, normal. I should use that word. The leader, those people, National Assembly, the executives, are they just normal? This is the question I just want you guys to help me to answer. Are they normal? You cannot understand why in the National Assembly people are they are ridiculed the national anthem. Let me just play the video because it's annoying. It's really annoying. It's just annoying. Let me play the video. And guys, make your comments. If you like it, say you like it. And then I feel like weeping for my country. I feel like crying for my country. I just feel like, how did we get here? How did we get here?
At first, shame on all our National Assembly members that were seated there where another song of allegiance was played. Shame. And if we truly had a country, if we truly had a republic, by now, those in their constituency should be sending them letters to show how disgruntled they are, and if possible, recalling them. It is that bad. We're losing the country with psychophancy. But it's not only Tinubu. It happened during Buhari's administration. Remember how people were wearing Buhari's insignia on their body? Now everybody's wearing his cap and all of them. What level of madness have we got into in this country? It's a whole new level of madness. What level of madness are we doing? At the hollow chamber? By playing that song, a partisan song, they desecrated the hollow chamber. And they must account for it. Let's go back history. Do you know what caused the first English Civil War? The king tried to overreach himself in the parliament and the parliamentarians kicked against it. King Charles I. It led to the emergence of Oliver Cromwell, the Lord Protector of England. The parliament is for the people of Nigeria. Parlement. The meaning of the parliament is parlement, to speak on behalf of the people. Not to do political sentiment and hypocrisy or listen to songs of allegiance posed to a certain political party. And there were some other lawmakers there, they couldn't talk. How would they be able to talk? Maybe we're telling Labour Party lawmakers, when they were part of those that collected the 160 million for cars, will they have the nerve to speak? We're telling lawmakers from other parties to discountenance that they didn't do it. But how will they be able to talk? We forget in a hurry, Oji. We forget that there are three co-equal arms of government in this country: the judiciary, the legislature, and the executive. President Tinubu is the head of one equal arm, the executive. The legislature has the head of his own arm. But we have a legislature that don't even know themselves, and they are kowtowing to the executive. They are worse than copy and paste now. They are worse than rubber. They are hype men, as Big Wig called them.
Hype men.
So shame on all of them for not understanding that they are a co-equal arm of government in this country, and they are singing an allegiance song
Well, all right.
to the executive. You can see where we started.
Yeah.
It's a shame, eh? It's a big shame. It's just a shame. I saw the video. I was just ashamed. How did we get here? How did we get here? The question I need to ask. I don't know what happened? What happened, man? It's a shame. It's just a big shame. On your mandate we shall stand. Which mandate? Whose mandate? Who gave Tinubu the mandate? Stolen. Oh God, man! If I think of these things, it gets me annoyed, man. It gets me annoyed. It gets me annoyed because Madu Shasta, who gave him the mandate? A stolen mandate. Who gave him the mandate? Stolen. Stolen mandate. Who gave him the mandate? It's a shame. And you know, Nigeria, we should all wake up, man. We should just try to wake up. The judiciary is not helping matters. National Assembly is not helping matters. The executive, that one is the worst. Then where do we go? Where do we start from? How do we save this country? Who do we cry to? Who? Who's okay? Let's assume the executives are not doing well. We go to National Assembly. If they're not doing well, we go to the judiciary. But right now, who the one that is even worse? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know which one is worse. Is it the executives? Look, maybe you guys don't know what I'm talking about. I will play the stupid thing they were singing, the nonsense thing they were singing. Let me play it. The nonsense thing they were singing, the stupid and the nonsense thing they were singing. It's a shame, and Nigerians are quiet. Nigerians are just quiet. But I don't know what to say. I don't really know what to say. I, it's painful for me. I don't know. I don't know how we say it. It's just painful. I don't know what to say. Maybe I would say I feel like crying, weeping for my country. I, I don't know. Should I say I feel like I feel like weeping for my country? How did we get here? How did we get here? If you ask these people here, stand, if you ask these people now, they cannot even recite the national anthem. They can't recite it. They can't recite it. Let me play it so as to hear what the nonsense we are saying, we are singing. From here, what's all this thing? Let me see. I don't want to hear now.
Thank you very much.
We thank you very much. I want to hear this stuff, the nonsense we are singing. Maybe it's better for me not to play it because it's a shame. It's a big shame. It's a shame. Your mandate shall stand. Our mandate shall stand. Whose mandate? Who gave guys the mandate? Maybe remove it. Maybe there's no point. Just no point. There's no point. There's no point. Maybe that is why the team refused to play. Because I wanted you guys to hear it. I want you guys to hear it. It's a painful thing. Anyway, I just played that anyway to just, because annoying. What I want to play is, the judiciary has lost its value. There's no for the judiciary because if you go, it's like you're wasting your time. That is why I posted a video today of Dino Melaye saying he's not going to court to go and do what in the court. To go and do what in the court, waste of time. There's no need. There is just no need because if you go to court, that's what they told you. They've been saying after they say go to court. They will say the court is the last hope of the coming man, which is never the last hope, which is never. It used to, I think it used to be, but now they've criminalized everything, criminalized the system, criminalized the National Assembly, criminalized the judiciary. Nigeria is like survival of the fittest. Like survival of the fittest. I don't. It's a pity, man, and it's painful. What do we do? Keep on pushing and moving on, but we will start with the system, man. We'll start with the system. Guys, listen to what he said. Just listen to him. He said it's not good to court. There's not to go to court. It's correct, man. It's correct. Let's listen to him. Because I don't have much this time to say. But there are so many things, annoying things. Annoying things. Annoying things. Annoying things. So much things are annoying. Uh, well, I'll do it for you guys to watch, and I'll come back. Even the governor, the Labour Party candidate of in Imo State, governor candidate of Imo State. Maybe if I have the time, I'll play this video too. We lost hope in the system. We lost hope in judiciary. What do we do? Well, Nigerians, the power is in your hands. The power belongs to the people. That is what you should know. The power belongs to the people. I will stop at that. I will stop at that. Let's see to Dino Melaye. Let's see to Dino Melaye. Oh man, go help Nigeria. Go help Nigeria, man.
The electronic social media here. I am here to address us once again in the course of our state history, Kogi State. And today I will be discussing what I have christened or titled, Why I Will Not Go to Tribunal. That is the heading. And the subheading is INEC and Judiciary, the biggest threat to democracy in Nigeria. INEC and Judiciary, the biggest threat to democracy in Nigeria. Fellow pressmen, in all thriving democracies around the world, the election management body like INEC and the judiciary are its sustaining pillars. The constitutional duty of INEC is to conduct periodic, free, fair, and credible elections and declare the popular will of the people as expressed through the ballot, but at moments, election results are not written and prepared before election day. Sorry, I take that again. The constitutional duty of INEC is to conduct periodic, free, fair, and credible elections and declare popular will of the people as expressed through the ballot. But at the moment, election results are now written and prepared before election day under Professor Mahmood Yakubu. The judiciary is supposed to be the last line of defense of democracy and the rule of law. But the tragedy today is that the judiciary over the years have not lived up to the expectation fully on matters of electoral justice. Worse still, it has now been captured by APC and it's now the weakest link for the subversion of democracy in Nigeria. What a disgrace and shame to the largest black race of the world. A democracy without a rule of law and a courageous judiciary has in it an inner virus that will lead to its destruction. The common saying that judiciary is the last hope of aggrieved citizens is now an empty slogan because the judiciary is truly now the lost hope of the people of Nigeria. That is why I, Dino Melaye, will not be body in Nigeria INEC. Why should any responsible Nigerian go to the tribunal when APC has captured the judiciary and their members, that's APC members, openly boast at rallies about their control of a corrupt judiciary of cash and carry? Why should other political parties and Nigerians participate in future elections with the conclusion of grip and total control of INEC through the appointment of APC card-carrying members as commissioners into INEC, who will recruit ad hoc staff, APC supporters, as pool officials? All recognized individuals of proven integrity from south and northern parts of this country applauded by Nigerians for their commitment to credible elections as commissioners have all been eased out of INEC. The way the so-called State Independent Electoral Commission, SIEC, is constituted by governors with party members and supporters is what is happening now. So that means what is happening in SIEC is exactly what is now happening with INEC at national level. It's constituted by governors with party members and supporters is what is being replicated by this administration with INEC at the federal level. No more elections like local governments, but pure writing of results before elections as done in Kogi and Imo states. A typical example is what I will show you now. This is certified true copies. So when SDP was shouting all over the air that they need INEC and they need the tribunal to give them order for INEC to release documents to them, we got these documents last week. And they are certified true copies by INEC. This is the certified true copy of the Kogi State election on the 11th of November. This is certified true copies of the presidential election in February. What I want to do here is that we have certified true copies of all the documents, including the registered the voters register, all certified by INEC, and these documents are available with us. I want to say that voters registration ended in November last year, 2022. That means from November last year, there is no voter registration. This is certified true copy from INEC of the results of the presidential and National Assembly elections in February this year. As at that time, number of registered voters on these certified true copies showed that in Adabi local government, 114,046 registered voters. Showed that in Ajakuta local government, 84,614. Showed that in Okene local government, 140,452. That's the registered voters as at February, as imputed on this certified true copy of INEC results for the February election. But in the certified true copy for the November election, you will note that registration of voters stopped in November 2022. So what we were given in February 2023 on this certified true INEC document is what I read. But on the same INEC certified results of the 2023 November 11 governorship election, the number changed when voters registration already ended last year. On the face of these documents now, for the November 11th election, you remember I said it was 114,046 for Adavi, but in this document, it's now 114,663 inflated. In Ajakuta local government, for example, in February, voters registration was 84,614, while in the November election is 96,504, an increase of over 8,000. In Okehi local government, the same thing. In Okene local government, it was 140,452 in February. But in November election, Okene was inflated to 151,242, an inflated number of 110,987, and this was done in 17 local governments. So the question is, if voters registration ended November last year, and the February results showed the number of registered voters as at February this year. Where did the additional figures inflated in November came from? After all, there has been no voters registration since November last year. Voter registration is a ceremonial thing that parties take very seriously, politicians take very seriously. So whenever it is announced, we normally mobilize our people to go out and participate in registration. The last time such exercise took place was in November 2022. But because they have increased or allocated votes that were beyond the registered voters, so they had to up the registered voters up to justify. If not, the votes will be more than registered voters. That is the kind of corruption, fraud that INEC did. And these are certified true copies of documents from INEC showing disparity between February and November. Meanwhile, there is no voters registration. What future do we have of democracy when the judiciary is captured doing the bidding of APC, as the world is seeing happening across Nigeria, wherein judiciary is now used to overturn the people's verdict for APC in Kano, Nasarawa, Plateau, Zamfara, and many more states in the days ahead. The capture of judiciary signals citizens' possible resort to self-help, and that is dangerous for our society. That is how democracy dies, when political elites repudiate or reject the norms and values on which democracy is practiced, and the judiciary is captured and unable to do electoral justice. The Presidential Election Tribunal judgment was written in partisan stationery. The CTC of Kano gubernatorial appeal significantly differed in the whole section from verbal judgment delivered by the Court of Appeal. The 3 paragraphs of the judgment declared to be clerical errors by the Court of Appeal, surprisingly and curiously, do not have spellings error. Does it mean that clerical error do not have meaning again? Because if you say something is a clerical error, and in the 3 paragraphs, no single spelling error, as the definition for clerical errors changed, we all know that it is easier to recite after taught judgments than to rewrite well-considered written judgments. And this is actually a big shame. You can see that Labour Party have no judgments. The Labour Party cried out yesterday that they were not given any judgment. They asked for judgment, and they said the judgment of the PDP will suffice. And it is laughable that in my elementary knowledge of law as a law student or a graduate of law, I know that grounds, when you make your grounds for submissions or issues that you raise in your submissions are questions, and we're taught in law that those questions for determination must be answered by the courts. But because the courts cannot, in their good consciences, or the judges or justices cannot, in their good consciences, answer those questions raised by Labour, that is why there's no judgment. What are the issues raised? One of those issues is, how did the picture of a lady appear on the server of INEC instead of posting result sheets? You posted picture. It's a question for determination. And that question has not been answered. And it is a norm, it is a practice, a convention, that questions for determinations, issues raised, must be answered. But because they don't want to answer it, and they know what the implication of answering it, there is no judgment for Labour Party. We all knew that Labour Party is a different party in that matter. PDP is a different party. And the court, throughout the sitting at the Supreme Court, did not consolidate the cases of PDP and Labour Party. And where these cases were not consolidated, how can they have the same judgment? That is one of the fundamental reasons why I would say I have lost complete confidence in the judiciary in Nigeria. In sum, we can say that our country and democracy is at its most vulnerable point of decay as a result of institutional capture. Today, nowhere to turn to by citizens for sanity. Judiciary has become an extended section of a political party, doing its bidding and delivering predetermined judgments. The fingers of providence will continue to write its verdict on the walls of our judiciary as the biggest threat to the survival of democracy in Nigeria. We are at terrible situations that led St. Augustine to declare that a country is nothing but a band of rogues without the rule of law. The judiciary has lent itself to APC capture, and it has become the instrument of partisanship. INEC and judiciary in particular have betrayed Nigerians and dashed their hopes and aspirations of democratic ideals through judicial sabotage. We can all now see what the scholar Montesquieu meant when he warned that there is no greater tyranny than a tyranny that is perpetrated under the shield of the law in the name of justice. Conclusion. Fellow Nigerians and gentlemen of the press, in the light of the foregoing, I, Senator Dino Melaye, have decided in good conscience not to submit myself to the judiciary that has become an instrument of political tyranny. Just as Pa Awolowo declared after the 1993 rigged elections, when asked why he refused to go to the tribunal, our sage, Obafemi Awolowo, said that he will not because the judiciary is corrupt and will not do justice. I will not go to court because justice has been murdered by the judiciary in Nigeria. I repeat, I will not go to court because justice has been murdered by the judiciary in Nigeria. Finally, may I use the opportunity to call on all opposition parties in Nigeria to forthwith boycott all future elections unless and until the current INEC constituted by APC members is dissolved and a new set of non-partisan chairmen and commissioners are appointed into INEC. Further participation by opposition parties in future pre-written election results. Further participation by opposition parties in future pre-written election results under a morally and ethically challenged Professor Mahmood Yakubu Electoral Commission amounts to giving legitimacy and credence to the continued rape of democracy in Nigeria. I hereby call on all political parties to boycott future elections in this country until Mahmood Yakubu and the corrupt commissioners of INEC are completely dissolved and a new credible INEC constituted. That is when we can have democracy. If we fail to do that, participation by political parties will mean legitimizing, endorsing, and promoting the illegality that is ongoing. So I call on all political parties to boycott future elections and allow them to run a one-party state, because our non-participation will definitely will definitely deny them the legitimacy they need to carry on. So we call on the whole world, we call on international communities, we call on NGOs, CBOs, Nigerian Bar Associations, we called on the Nigerian Medical Association and the Nigerian Labour Congress to save Nigeria and save democracy. Because because INEC and the judiciary They have murdered democracy in this country. They have become appendages of APC, and results are written even before elections. The National Assembly will have to stop keeping silent in this very satanic issue. The battle to salvage our country from these economic cankerworms and financial scavengers is a battle of no retreat, no surrender. We will continue to speak. We will continue to protect our democracy by asking for the right thing to be done.
Yeah, man, I played that video. There's just a pity of what's happening in Nigeria. The judiciary is a letdown. The National Assembly is a letdown. The elections is a sham. No election is happening. It's happening in Nigeria. For me, there's no point for elections, man. There's no point. The INEC is APC, the department of APC, one of the departments in APC. So there's no need for elections. Why are people voting? In Imo State, the same thing. Kogi State, Bayelsa State, all the states. So there's no point for voting. For me, I would say, guys, boycott elections. There is no need. This INEC body should be dissolved. The so-called INEC should be dissolved. And everything needs to be changed. INEC is not, they are APC carrying members. So I don't know why guys waste your time. For me, with Dino, I stand with him as I say he's not going to court. There's no need to go to court. They owe the judiciary, and even the judiciary is just a sham. Everything is a sham. That's why they tell you go to court because they know that nothing will happen. They are so bold, they are so proud, and all these people they are so free, and Nigerians are quiet. I don't know. Nigerians are so quiet. They like it as it is, which is too bad, and they are suffering and smiling. I don't know the kind of country we are living in, man. So it's just a pity. For personally, for me, I would say we should all start speaking up. We should not be quiet. As Zizo has said, we should not stop speaking. For me, no need for elections again in Nigeria. We should stop election. We should, and all other parties, for me, stop going, stop contesting, stop campaigning. There is no point. Let APC take over. Then we will see. Maybe they want to make one party state. Then we will see. We will see. The vote of people will definitely prevail. Yes, they've stolen the money of the people, and they are still doing like this, and Nigerians are quiet. And for me, I would say Nigeria, they should enter the street, man, take our country back. That's what I have to say. Then I will have to just talk about. Um, I saw the video of the guy from the most Labour Party guy. We all need to wake up, really. That is what I will say. We all need to wake up. Yeah, and to the guy, the Labour Party was the guy in Imo State. I don't know why. I don't need for all these elections again. It's a scam. It's a scam. It's just a fucking scam. So there's no point. There's no point, man. Let me just play. Let me just play it. Then I'll call it a day. Right, so, please, as you watch, can you make comments, share, like? It's good for you to make comments, for you to good for you to like, and also to share. Okay, that people will want orientation. We want people to know what's happening in Nigeria. We want people to know that they need to rise up and take their country back. All these hoodlums, they don't care about you. You can imagine today, as the first video I played before, people were national anthem have been ridiculed, or your mother shall stand. Is that national anthem? It's a shame. National anthem is singing that, man, which is just annoying. Okay. Anyway, let me play this video of this guy. I'll call it a day. All right. All right, just listen, guys. Let's watch this thing.
Candidate in the just concluded selection process in Imo State. So I just want to bring to the notice of the entire world what is happening right now. Right from the onset, we made it clear to the national, to the chairman of INEC, Professor Mahmood, that there are certain things he must put in place for us to have a free and fair election. One of them being the removal of the REC. Secondly, that we must have collation at ward level, local government level, before state level. And also, we insisted that the result sheets must be signed by 3 officers, a national commissioner, the REC, and then each EO will sign that of his local government, so that there will be no manipulation of the result sheets. Surprisingly,
I'm surprised.
they
Surprised.
They came when it came to the stakeholders meeting. They agreed to these things.
Let me just.
But surprisingly, on the election day, there was no collation at the ward level. Even in some local governments, there was no collation. They moved everything to the state. And then, where in those areas that you had insecurity, where there was no election whatsoever, results were collated. There was cluster voting in Osun, and then even the Attorney General of the state on television that the whole world watched, he confirmed that he moved people with 80 buses from Owerri to Osun in an election where they said there will be no vehicular movement. And then, in front of the returning officer, gentlemen, it's unimaginable that Bayelsa State, with 8 local governments, took 3 days to collate. Imo State with 27 within 2 hours, in spite of the insistence of the Labour Party chairman, Barrister Kalusi Jagwa, that there were irregularities which should be looked into before collation would start. Even when the man was reminded, that's Nigeria is secret. When the man was reminded,
Nigeria is what? Say it.
Look at what Professor Oti said. The man was so angry that nobody should mention Professor Oti, that he's not Professor Oti. You know, they'll try to show him that there was a good example, that there was somebody who stood up for democracy, whether he could do the same. The man was so enraged. I was shocked. I was watching the television. I couldn't believe that somebody who went to primary, secondary, university, got up to the level of a professor, could do that on national television even. Every day. So, but Nigeria, this is where we are right now. And then before this election, people were telling me, how can you go and run against a governor who had 27 over 27? And I said, well, somebody has to do something to showcase what is going on, what Nigeria has become. You know, so I went through it, and I'm apologizing to Imolites. I promised you that we'll protect the votes. Remember that what I said was that if you bring it to the World Collation Center, we'll take over. It never went to any World Collation Center in Imo State. Most of them, all of them were straight to the local government. Most of them were not even collected at local government. So what were we protecting? And then the thing was that these results came from INEC. The whole things came in through INEC. Everything that happened was INEC. So who are you challenging now? INEC is supposed to be the umpire. They're supposed to give us a free and fair election, which never happened. And then what is happening right now as I speak is that we went to the tribunal, got an order for us to be allowed to inspect the beavers. Okay, this is a governor who claimed he won a landslide victory. There has been no celebration in the entire Imo State. Imo State looks like a graveyard. But see, the judgment for Owerri Municipal just came out the other day. The Labour Party candidate Clinton Amadi, Owerri erupted into joy. The whole streets were almost closed. So you could see. Now, I begin to wonder how a governor who INEC has declared has won an election. INEC has refused to let us inspect the beavers up till as we are speaking now. The lawyers and experts we hired at a very huge cost per day, 30 million, are there. They are not allowed to inspect in spite of court order. So, what is INEC? I don't understand what is going on in my country. But you see, what gave me confidence, I said it on television the other day, distinguished Senator Bola Ahmed Tinubu, he was on the streets in 2012. He made us believe that he was a Democrat, fighting for justice, freedom of choice and equal opportunity. I said it the last time that I don't see the anyway. This is politics. He's in the same party with Senator Hope Uzodinma. But this country shouldn't be about party. It should be about the quality of persons. What do you represent? I was in the Senate with Her Excellency, the wife of the president. I know the quality of person that she is. Person of integrity. So how can they allow such a thing happen under their watch? I'm waiting and I'm watching. Look at the INEC chairman, Professor Mahmoud. This man, God has blessed him. He has had so many important positions of responsibility in this country. Ended up being INEC chairman. And then under his watch, INEC has totally collapsed. Does it mean that he's not in charge? That he will give an order, it will not be carried out and nothing happens? So INEC is everybody to himself. Rirek, Sylvia, professor as well, in Owerri, is totally, she's an emperor there. Whatever she wants is what is done. She's been hiding since Friday. When you come and ask for, say, unless Rirek comes, and you can't find the Rirek anywhere. They are simply delaying so that we will not be able to get facts to go to court to prove our victory. We won the election. It was a landslide. Observers, people were crying, shedding tears. Even some security agents, they couldn't believe what took place, the rape of democracy. And they don't want us to prove it. But it's also good, so that the next step is the judiciary. They say that everything has collapsed, but I keep telling them that I believe that there are men of integrity within the judiciary. As I also saw some men of integrity, even within INEC, who were upset and crying, but they couldn't do anything. So, this is open knowledge that in Imo, they've been cutting heads. Look at, I was attacked and shot at. I was going into a church for a program I was invited to in Obiezina. My bulletproof car, if I wasn't in the bulletproof, I would have died. This story would have been different. I was shot at. The policeman, Ola, he was jumping like this, jumping, dancing. We have all the video evidence. That man is still walking free. Nothing has happened. The Inspector General of Police allowed him to walk in free. He has not been arrested, has not been detained. This is the country where we are now. Maybe they want citizens to begin to defend themselves, and that will be total anarchy. So I'm calling on distinguished Senator Bola Ahmed Tinubu, our president, to look into what is
president to your president. Your president. Who's president? Is your president, man? This is what I don't like about this. Who's president? Stolen mandates, man. Look, guys, we all need to wake up. Nigeria, take your country back. What is politics? His Excellency, my president. It got there by. So come on, let's face the facts. Let's face the facts. Who it was calling Remi Tinubu pressure of integrity with what is happening right now? Even if they have integrity before, but with what is happening right now, for me, this is not. There's nothing like integrity, man. They don't deserve to be called Excellency, His Excellency, Excellency. They don't deserve it. They don't deserve it. They don't deserve it. They don't deserve it. They don't deserve it, man. So let me just let's listen to just about 2 minutes today. It will be done. Let's listen to him. Let's finish it. Listen to him. It Nigerians wake up. This is just what I want to say, man. Nigerians wake
Under
up.
his watch. He has gone around the whole world now soliciting for investment. How can any same person come and invest in a place like this, where you have Imo State, killings every day? Look at immediately after the election, people have been they slaughtered one chairman of PDP in Ezinite. They slaughtered a traditional ruler. My collation agent. What happened before the election? They kidnapped my collation agent for Hituboma. From Hituboma, Emeka Wamero, released him after a few days, and came and kidnapped my own local government collation agent. Up till today, we have not seen him. He's missing till as we speak now. We had to replace him on that day. So, something terrible is happening. People shouldn't keep quiet. This is the only country we have. There is no other place. I don't want to be any other person than a Nigerian. This is the best place on the face of the planet. Where I was born, where I grew up. I'm not leaving it for anybody. So if they don't want to help us to bring in law and order, it means that we should protect ourselves. Please, Mr. President, don't let us descend into chaos. Do something in Imo. Take charge of Imo. Something is okay. Look at yesterday. The chief of staff came in with a lot of thugs, rough-looking boys into INEC. They were allowed. They trooped in. So the chairman of Labour Party said that no, there must be a process. That there should be guidelines on how to inspect the beavers. They never listened to him. Who will go there and not allow order to prevail after what happened to him? They beat him, they kicked him, there was nothing they didn't do to him. The Attorney General of the state ordered it in front of the returning officer, in front of Professor Sylvia Agum, in front of the Commissioner of Police. Nobody raised their finger. This is where we are, gentlemen. So let's see what happens. If INEC chairman doesn't call them to order by today or by the end of today, so that the correct thing should be done tomorrow, well, we'll just give up and allow the judiciary to do whatever it is that they do. So judiciary is the last hope of the common man.
Well, that's Nigeria for you, man. But Nigeria, we should take Nigeria back. I will say I wish my country. No, I will not say that for my country. I won't say that. It's painful what is happening in Nigeria, but we can make things right. Enough is enough. We should do the right thing right now before it's too late. I mean, it was too late. They take over the judiciary, take over the National Assembly, take over everywhere. Please, let's wake up. Let's wake up and save our country. If you love your country, keep on speaking, keep on talking, and let's save our country, man. This my own is let's save our country. Let the rule of law reign. That's what I'm saying. The rule of law. If APC win, PDP win, it doesn't matter. But the rule of law should reign. That's what we are saying. That's what we are saying. And those people in the National Assembly, if you are PDP or Labour Party, you guys are just a big disgrace. How can you stand up for your mandate shall stand? Whose mandate? Changing national attempt to your mandate shall stand? That's a disgrace, man. It's a disgrace. It's a big disgrace of the nation, of the National Assembly. And Tinubu was even there. It's a disgrace. Changing National Assembly to your mandate shall stand. What arrogance? What of nonsense arrogance is that? Man, it's annoying. I cannot go right now, man. Guys, please like, share, and comment. That's what I'm going to say. Pray for Nigeria, man. Pray for Nigeria. Pray for the people in Nigeria. Just keep on praying for Nigeria, but I tell you, when we pray, we make action also. You have to keep us talking. We have to let's make Nigeria work. That's what I'm after. That's what I continue to say, man. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching this. That's our network. And God bless you. God bless Nigeria. Good night. Yeah, hello everyone. Good afternoon. It's just just on the got a quick note today, this afternoon rather. Guys, depending where you're watching from, I would like you to kindly share this video and be a part of the conversation. Today, I'll be talking about Edo State elections and the River State between Fubara and Wike. I hope the Labour Party in Edo State will take advantage of what's happening between the governor Basaki and his deputy Shaibu. Shaibu has publicly declared to position to contest as PDP aspirant in gubernatorial election. So let's just pray that the people on the other side, the Labour Party and the obedient, take advantage of it and make do what they take advantage of it. Anyway, I will just play a video of the interview with Shaibu Mohammed, of Shaibu, with I will take a video of it. We'll just watch it. Then I will come back again. Then I will play the video of Wiki meeting with the leaders of the job, as per what is happening in the River State with the crisis. And well, for me, I always say there must be repercussion of any act you have done, subverting the will of the people. Okay, that is the truth. Anyway, let's just play the video of the football of the interview of Shaibu Mohammed. Then I will come back again. All right, let's watch. Let's just watch this, guys. Let's watch this, and I'll be right back to. I'll be right back to talk about it. Okay. As I said, I pray the obedience in Edo State take advantage of what's happening between Shaibu and Obaseki, because we need to take our country back. We need to take Edo State. That is the truth. Anyway, let's just watch it now, and
there's this saying within the PDP and some other party that power should gravitate towards the southern senatorial districts.
Is it southern or central?
Central. Southern.
Southern.
Okay. Central. Can you hear me, Deputy Governor?
Yeah, I can hear you.
The point being made is that some people are saying it's not the turn of your senatorial zone.
Districts.
Now,
yes.
What is your support base like within the senatorial zone that we are being told the power should go to in 2024? What's your support base like? Do you think you will get tremendous support from the central?
Edo Central.
Yeah, actually, I thank you very much for having me. I'm sure of getting support from Edo South, Edo Central, and my own senatorial district, Edo North. Because when I say I am 100% homeboy, I mean I'm 100% homeboy because I'm completely decentralized. If you come to my office is a reflection of a complete Edo boy. You have Edo South staff, I have Edo Central staff, I have Edo North staff. And in Government House, I can tell you, in all the major offices in Government House, it's only in my office. You will see the #1 staff after me is from Edo Central. I have the permanent secretary, Edo South. I have my senior special assistant, Edo South. I have my chief press secretary, Edo North. And like that. And if we come to the civil service, since I became deputy governor, apart from Ellen, the last permanent secretary, every other permanent secretary that I've requested from are from Edo South. And so my office is a reflection of Edo. But in terms of politics, I have support base across the 3 senatorial districts because I am somebody that relates with people. I'm a grassroots person. I use the word I'm a street boy because I am always with them in.
Salt a l'accès Internet le plus.
Yeah, I just wanted to listen to what he's saying, and it's important because I want us to take advantage of it. So that with the crisis, I would say, is brewing between him and the governor of Edo State, we should be able to really take the state, Edo State, okay, from these people. I've been saying it. It's time for the people to take back the realms of affair. Okay, I will come back to. I will still go back to what we're saying. Let's go back to it. Let's listen to him. Oh, then we need to. If you have a comment, just make a comment. Let's share it. Okay. Let's go back to him right now.
This electoral district is concerned. So I'm confident, I'm sure that even as some person clamor for Edo Central in quote, I can tell you it's not about Edo Central, it's about an individual. It's not about senatorial district. We don't do ethnic politics in Edo State. So, but some people are trying to import it. And for me, competence is what I'm bringing in. And I will have support in Edo Central because I am since 2016, I am the only person that have actually recognized Edo Central in government. And I've had my deputy chief of staff, who is the #1 political staff in my office from Edo Central. Check other offices in government house. They are all one-sided. There's no reflection of equity and spread. I am the only one. I am somebody that is tribalized because when you are talking about governance, I don't play ethnic, I don't play religion. I play competence. My deputy chief of staff, who is #1 person, is a very competent staff, and I decided he should be my chief of staff. Even when some person said I should not appoint him, I insisted, and he has been there. Same. If you come to my office, they are speaking Ishan in my office, they are speaking Esako, they are speaking Akukwedo, they are speaking Onwa, they are speaking Bini in my office. And that is the only place you can have it. So I am confident, I'm sure. Yeah.
Deputy Governor, sir, people are worried about, are concerned about your chances because it is there in the open that your governor is supporting a different person and it doesn't appear to want you in the race. Given the fact that governors always, most often than not, succeed in putting in their own choice as their successors, how do you want to navigate the process of the primaries and ensure that you carry the day? How do you fancy your chances given the clear opposition to your ambition by your boss?
Yeah, thank you very much. I can tell you that party politics is completely different from governance. Party politics is played by politicians that understand politics, and the politicians themselves understand who can protect their interests as far as issue of politics is concerned. And I can bet you PDP is a leadership party, and we've been there for close to 3 years now, and I can bet that I've made my moves, and I'm going around, and I've also gone to check I've been going around to feel the party. I've been going around to check whether it was something that I should go. And I've seen that I'm the candidate to beat. In the entire process, whether in all the political party, even in my party, how come I'm the only one that, even for declaration, they are blocking me from declaring? I'm the only person that is in the news for being asked not to contest. I'm the only one that my office is relocated because I want to declare to contest. I'm the only one that for close to 5 months, no allocation to my office just because I declared. So there are a lot of, when I said I was pressed, but not destroyed, I understand the kind of intimidation and harassment that I've gone through. Wow. But the truth is that I can bet you, my brother, that all these things that are happening point to the fact that I am the candidate to beat. And I will not want to reveal in our comradeship ideology, revolutionary tactics, they say they are not revealed in public. But I have my plans. And all I have done is that I refuse to be distracted. And I can bet you, even the governor will support me when the time comes. I can bet you. Because
would you consider joining the APC, for example, if it is obvious that unhealthy moves are being made just to stop you from exercising your right to contest?
And what is your current relationship with Senator Adams Oshomole?
Yeah, my relationship with Senator Adams Oshomole is cordial in quote because the last time I decided that I'll support my governor based on principle, not for any other thing. He still remains my father, but politically we have differences. That is the truth. And for the governor, I can bet you that he will support me because even the governor knows that.
That is, if you defeat his candidate.
Yeah, definitely I'll defeat his. I'll defeat the so-called candidate because not because I have the power. Edo people in quote, Edo people want their own, and I am their own. They have told me I am their own. They want their own. The 100% on board is not my slogan. It's when I was going around to seek to find out whether it was possible. It was what they were telling me to do was something doable. That is when I discovered that they needed somebody that they can call their own, that they can feel, they can touch. They don't want importation. That's what they told me. I am saying it wrong the way they told me. And when they said so, I was convinced that those little things we were doing, those visits we were visiting, those hospitals that I will see them and I'll take them to hospital and stay with them, they felt it. And now they need somebody that they can touch, they can feel, that can. So they don't want somebody that we come from outside.
Well, we asked you a question.
That have a house that they can visit. They don't want somebody that come and rent a house.
We asked you a question, but you answered only the first part.
Let's hold on. Jide will repeat his question when we come back. He asked you a question and you've not answered the question. So we'll take this break. When we come back,
okay, all right.
We'll be right back.
Okay.
As I was saying before, I hope the obedient in the state will take a chance in what is happening right now between Shaibu and Obaseki, so that we can take the state. For me, I want the best for the state, and I believe we can make it happen. We can really make it happen. So, guys, I would like you to, we have to support our own. All right, we have to support our own. The one that has, that is obedient, right? That belongs to obedience. That's what I would say. Because all these parties, APC, PDP, all of them, they are the same people. They cross carpet and cross carpet and cross carpet. So I don't really believe they will do better. Okay. So what do? We need to really support our own. And that is what I'm saying. That's what I'm preaching. We have to make it happen. Who will make it happen is you and I, guys. We should not give up. I know people have been are not happy with the last election. They're not happy at all. But all the same, we can make it happen. Let's go back to the interview, all right?
The deputy governor of Edo State just declared today to succeed is the incumbent, that's Governor Obaseki in 2024.
I think Deputy Governor, we asked you a question earlier that if it becomes very apparent that your party wants to stop you by all means possible, would you consider joining the APC, for example? Remember, it's your old party.
Yes, Jide, that is why I am the candidate to beat in this election, because I cut across all political parties. For PDP, I'm a member of PDP, I remain PDP. For APC, we formed APC, and something happened, we left because of something. For Labour, all the obedient and all the young boys are there, are my friends, we relate and all. So, but one thing I can tell you, that my name cut across all the political parties. And I can assure you of one thing, Jide, my name will be on the ballot in 2024 election. That I can assure you.
Whether it's PDP,
whether it's PDP or APC,
it will be on the ballot.
Labour,
or party,
any party,
on the ballot.
I'm a member of PDP.
For now,
I am going to get the ticket. I can assure you in PDP. And I'm just giving you assurance. And my name, Philip Shaibu, and my party, PDP, will be on the ballot.
If your governor can, we thought that you apologized the other day, and the governor said, well, as a Christian, is inclined to forgiving you, and then you obeyed the governor by moving to the place that he banished you to. Now, how come after the public apology, and your attempt to declare to contest was kind of truncated by an early morning decision by the governor to hold an event at the same venue that you had chosen? What's going on?
Yeah, in politics, that is why in politics, when you join politics from the top, you may not understand the intrigues of politicians, in quotes. But when you start politics from grassroots, from the very low points, just like I did, and I started graduating, you understand how politicians play their games. You understand? I think the problem I have with the governor is that he has allowed certain individuals that have interest in government and outside government to come between the two of us. And that is what has happened. And he's managing it in his own style and the way he feels he can manage it. And I'm so managing the situation the way I think I can manage it. They are beating me. I am crying. I am buying handkerchief. And I've even been told that dollar increase has affected handkerchief. So I can't even buy much handkerchief again to clean the tears. People say we are fighting. I am not fighting. I'm being beaten because I am the only one that is, for instance, today, I booked a venue for my declaration. I paid, and a senior government official called the owner of the hotel and threatened that they will demolish or that they will revoke his license if they allow me to use that place. So why would they say so? Why would they do that? Because they know I am the candidate to beat. They've done everything to stop me, but they can't. See, the truth is that Edo people have made up their mind. And when I mean Edo people have made up their mind, Edo people have made up their mind. They already know where they are going. They know who they are not going to vote for, but they know where they are going. They know who they are not going to vote for. And I can bet you, go to the streets, go and check, use your independent check. You see, Edo people have made up their mind. Edo people hate oppression. And the kind of intimidation and harassment that I've received this period is only God that have actually seen me through. And for me, And why I'm so calm, people say, Philip, you're not fighting. I know I'm not going to fight. You know what? Because I'm going to get the ticket. And when I get the ticket, I will need all of them to work. And that is why I said I'm a unifier. If PDP wants to win this ticket, they need a unifier. And they know. That is why I am the candidate now. I can bet you by the grace of God, with what I've seen, I will not declare if I'm not sure. And I will need all of them to work. And that is why I said I'm a unifier. If PDP wants to win this ticket, they need a unifier. And they know. That is why I am the candidate now. I can bet you by the grace of God, with what I've seen, I will not declare if I'm not sure. And I can assure you, Jide, go to the bank with it. My name will be on the ballot for the next election. I can assure you.
We have to leave it there. I want to thank you and wish you the best of luck.
Best of luck. We'll bring you back as things unfold.
Of course. Maybe when you go to the other side,
when you get to the edge, we'll bring you back so that you can update us.
Thank you very much.
We wish you Godspeed.
All right, guys. I just played that so that we will have but the obedience in Edo State will take a chance, opportunity to take over the state, because Edo State belongs to obedient. We know the obedient are those we are on top, we are in charge. So we have to get back, we have to take Edo State. So I don't know who are the aspirants under the party in Edo State. I know most of them are obedient. I know of one guy from the US, Stephen. Please, anyhow it is, let's put our heads together. Let's make it work. Edo State is going to be for obedience. Is why we pray that all things be equal. The INEC will do their part to do well, not by rigged election, not by vote buying, not by not. Let's just pray it's free and fair. Edo State has we know what we want. Edo people know what they want, and obedience are many in Edo State. Edo State, they are obedient. Okay, so let's just hope Stephen on his under the party can take a chance and do the right thing. Right now, let's just watch. I'll go to Fubara and the Wike, the River State, the Joe. Wike want to go visit the Joe leaders to talk some things out, but I just want to play it. We know power, it comes and go. I always say it, I continue to say it, power comes and go, and we all know that from personally, I don't think Wike has really, for me, he did his worst to the election by doing nonsense. By doing nonsense. But the war between him and Fubara is his first cousin anyway. We are watching to see. But definitely for me, I want all these politicians to be disgraced in one way or the other, But all the same, we are watching and waiting. We are just watching. Let's see what's gonna happen, okay? All right, let's play the video of let me play the video of Wike visiting the people, the Ijaw leaders. Please, guys, as you watch, kindly like, share, and comment on the video, okay? All right, let's play it now. Let's just play it, okay? All right, guys, let me see. Let's get started.
Where's the wife? She's coming. Honorable Chief Boma Eyaye and
your lovely wife. Excellency, I recognize your highly distinguished delegation here on the high table. We are here as the ethnic nationality of Wakrikese in the company of Mayanapo seated together with you on the high table, beginning with His Royal Highness A.M. Frank Bololuka VIII. We have His Royal Highness Ateke Michael Tom, Sekuro of the Niger Delta, Yamanabo of Okochiri. We have Chief Professor Mainabo of Krike. We have Chief Bere Biango of Okome, Chairman of Krika Divisional Council. We have Chief Adokie Oche Miebia Chuku, Chairman of the Divisional Council of Chiefs, representing the Yamanabo of Okome. We have
Your Excellency, Chief Barrister Wike, current Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja. Your Excellency, my job is a simple one, but I'm not speaking just as a sole leader of this delegation. As you can notice from the introduction, other traditional kings of Wakrike nationality are here with me. But we have all agreed that I should deliver this very brief speech. So I'm not a sole administrator. I'm speaking on behalf of the entire Wakrike nation. We are not here for nothing. We are for a specific purpose. And which is that specific purpose? If a father does something to a son, and that son appreciates what the father has done for him, it is not enough for the son to pick up his phone and say, "Daddy, thank you." What that son has to do is to go in person to his father and say, "Daddy, I am grateful. Thank you." That is what we have come here to do. By the instrumentality of your office, you have shown us love as Wakrike people. Which love is that? That of all the 3 LGAs in River State, we decided to choose our own son,
because this
our own brother, our own father, our own chief, to be the Director, Finance and Administration of the Niger Delta. We are very grateful. So, we called ourselves together as people of
I can follow this place because there's no need for this. I was wrong in the right to play, but part of my teaching school. If I can see it. Maybe not today, I will play video. People see the video, people, this do not just the part I want to play, but I just want this part. Maybe next time I will find it to play, okay?
Southeast.
Next time I will
Chairman, by the grace of God, Senate Committee on Works. By Baranada Mpigi, the member representing Okrika Ogubulu Federal Constituency, my dear brother and friend Addison. The animals that are here.
I don't need this part, man. This part, let me fast forward it.
My friend.
It's not what I wanted to play.
I don't know where. God does everything, but God does not come down.
Yes, yes.
God uses people. So it touched me that within, when was it inaugurated? 1 week ago. 1 week ago, isn't it? Yes. And he has brought all his people, including his wife, to say thank you. It is not money, it's appreciation. That if it was by examination, you may not have been the first person. If it was by beauty or handsomeness, you may not have been the person. But as it pleases God, that he used his own people to make sure this thing actualized. When people go to church to thank God,
after, let me remove this one. Let me play.
God said yes.
Let me play the other one, okay? Let me just play. I need to play this video. Let me play on that video. Yeah. I think it's better for me to play it. I think it's better for me to play that video. Anyway, let's play this now, okay? All right, guys. Let me change the video. Okay.
Let's talk about politics generally.
You want to time it?
Yes. As a matter of fact, Honorable Minister,
was that politics
in
generally?
fact, is it true that the bone of contention or trouble broke loose when the governor of Rivers State made 3 appointments, which you said you did not approve of, and things went awry? Is it true?
How could anybody have said that? Can I know those 3 appointments?
They didn't give us the names of the appointments.
So how will I know which are the appointments for me to say that? And you know, this is not correct. Let me tell you, I don't like ingrates. I can't stand it.
As you watch, kindly share like the video.
I don't want to talk about it.
Make comments. It's good to make comments also.
When I see people talk,
I'm playing this so that
what is happening now is what if that fits very well in what God listened in his book. Give a man power, money, is when you know the person. Okay? If you have not given a man power, money, don't say you know the person. He may be a friend. He may be a son. He may be a sister. He may be a mother. He may be a father. If he does not have money and power, you won't know him. It's only when you are giving him money and power then you know truly who this man or this woman is. I don't want to go into that. Nigerians know. I don't want to talk about it. All I'm saying, nobody's interested. But look, as a man who meant well, I know what most states are suffering in terms of debt. Let them go on record whether that I kept debt. Liability, let them check. Before I left office, the records are there. Access Bank, 7 billion. Zenith Bank, 8 billion. How do you pay it? Collect 1 billion from my IGR every month. And that was paid off by October. This month. I was paying pension and gratuity every month, which was not paid by my predecessors. I took Rivers State to the level that you can't discuss politics in Nigeria without talking about Rivers State.
Has it dropped the ball in any way?
You will assess. You can't talk about politics. Before I left, take for example, the hospital that was commissioned 3 days ago.
Yeah. The maxillofacial.
Go and ask contractors, when did they finish that hospital? It was finished February. I was tired. I commissioned up to 27th of May. Even that was the day I flagged out Opopo Ring Road. I said, look, you have something for you to do 100 days. Take all these projects. This school, Universal Potential Convocation, this one. So use it
to showcase
in 100 days. Politics came. No, why are you saying there is one? Why will you be saying consolidation and continuity?
Who said that?
What is it? Look, I'm the FCT minister. What do I want? Politicians will tell you, sign this. Politicians will tell you, sign this. Let anybody show. What we are saying is that put the political family that brought you to be together.
That's what you mean by no, don't touch my structure.
Yes. This is something you didn't even contribute to it. People to the structure helped you. And you just start within 100 days in office. You showed it clearly. And people are just talking about, oh, they say you should go into 5%. You say you should, I just look at this word. Is that this word is?
Honorable Minister, do you think Governor Fubara was acting like the same Fubara that you know all along that you have worked with? Or some politicians, some politicians were queued behind him and probably prodding him.
These are politicians I have flung out of the state. They have no chance.
Yeah, perhaps they realigned after behind him.
Let me tell you, not to do what?
Behind him as
governor
now.
To do what?
To get at you.
Just look, we are just starting. We are just starting politics. What you know, you know. What you don't know, you don't know. It is, look, everything is not about money. I was not a governor. I was an ordinary minister when I became a governor. I challenged the sitting governor and I defeated his candidate. Right? I was not carried by anybody like this and thrown there. I worked hard. Federal government fought me to the point that I couldn't have even done, I would have lost focus. You know what I passed through from 2015 to 2019? You know what I passed through in 2019 election? You know what I passed through? This one God gave you. No crisis for you. You are not the one importing crisis. Do you know what it means that as a governor, I'm not resting at home? Federal government fought to be very badly. But the structure remained. We all agreed we must do this. What's the problem? God gave you something on a platter of gold. No crisis. Federal government is not fighting you. Nobody's at home fighting you. You are the one trying to create crisis for yourself. What kind of system is that? What kind of system is that? Who does that? Okay, no matter. Only ingrates. Only ingrates is in their board that will support what is happening there. Only those who are natural ingrates. Forget about those you are seeing around. Those are people who couldn't come to the state because some of them, they say I refuse to make them governor.
Isn't that the cause of the problem? That those people now, because you are away from the state, they have seen an opportunity to own a seat Fubara governor.
I have no problem. You can own whomever you want to own. I have no problem. Look, in this politics, it's not the man who had the largest purse. In this politics, it's not the man who had the largest purse the time for politics will come.